Hello, everyone. It is Friday, May 3rd. This is Liam McMahon with the Daily Moving Average video. Today was NFP Friday. We had lots of sound and fury signifying nothing, I think, today. Lots and lots of volatility, very little actual movement in either direction. Some whipsaw moves in the pound and the euro. Aussie higher on the day, risk significantly higher if measured by equities. S&P breaking to new highs above 1600. Dollar yen very strong. Yen pair strong across the board on a much stronger than expected non-farm payrolls report. An unexpected tick down in the unemployment rate. So all in all, good news for the U.S. economy, which was initially good news for the U.S. dollar, though it didn't stay that way. But it is good news for risk. So we're going to take a look at some setups for next week. Dollar pairs, some other things going on as well. Yeah, let's get started. Please take a moment to pause the recording, read the risk disclaimer, which is now on your screen, and then we'll get started. Alright, so we're going to start with pound dollar. Here, a 4-hour chart of pound dollar. You can see we are sitting right under that major 50% fib. Pretty much tracks the major decline that we saw starting back at the beginning of this year. Pair is respecting that 50% fib. We did have a dramatic spike down earlier today with that NFP report. You can see we broke down below this mini channel. We've since sort of poked back above it, kind of invalidating it. We'll get rid of that for now. We came down to test this 100-day EMA perfectly. It's now held twice. We also have the 50-period EMA here on the 4-hour chart reaching up towards that area as well. We are capped to the upside by the 200-day EMA. We still have a bearish moving average configuration on the daily, but we do have a bullish configuration here on the 4-hour chart. So some mixed messages by the pound above the daily cloud, but as long as we're capped by this 50% fib and this 200-day EMA, bears have a shot to roll it over here and continue lower. If we pull it out to the daily chart, you kind of get a better look at what I'm saying. We're trading in what looks to be a very clean bear flag here. We're at the top of the flag. We're at a 50% fib, so we could be seeing the start of a major top here on pound dollar. For potential for a move back down towards these 148.25 lows and eventually below. But again, if we do clear this 200-day EMA, next stop will be the 157.62 level, which is the 618% fib. And at that point, you'd have to think that bulls might really get their teeth into a rally and start to push the pound higher and higher back towards these 163 figures. Over to euro dollar, kind of a similar thing going on here on the euro dollar. We have to kick this out to a daily chart as well. Euro dollar, if you look at any shorter term charts, it's just ugly looking because of the ECB chaos and then the chaos that we got today. If we look here, though, on a daily chart, there is some fairly good clarity here. You can see we wicked above a 50% fib, rejected it, put in a hammer, traded a very red candle yesterday, and a soft sort of retracement candle so far today, but nothing overly aggressive. The one thing that today's candle did do is it did push us into this moving average cluster, 50, 100, 200-day EMAs, all clustered here right around 130.50. We pushed on into it, and they held on the first test, along with this trend line sort of driving price back up into the above 131. I would expect or anticipate the distinct possibility that this pair starts to roll over next week. If we get a daily close here below this trend line and then a daily close below that moving average cluster, we could start to see a significant move lower here on euro dollar. On the other hand, a move back above the 132.27, 50% fib, should set us up for a move back towards new highs. So there's another next week, again, very important for euro dollar. Aussie dollar, sort of still range bound here. Nice bullish candle today. We are approaching significant resistance here at the 103.45 level. All three major moving averages, 5100, 200-day EMAs, and the bottom of this daily cloud, all sitting here just above market. So another little bit a rally higher. We could see a turnaround lower for Aussie dollar. If we draw fibs, you can see that the 38.2% fib also falls right into that region as well. So heavy resistance upcoming here on Aussie dollar, basically 103.60 to 103, let's call it 103.40 to 103.70 is a major resistance area for next week. Dollar CAD, holding this 200-day EMA here by the skin of its teeth so far. We do have some significant support coming up if the market does push dollar CAD a little bit lower. We are sitting right now on a 38.2% fib. If we can dive down towards parity, we do hit that, well, first parity level, which is a significant psychological support, and then we also have the 50% fib of the major move from just above 96 to the 103.20 or so top. That comes in at 99.87, so basically from parity to 99.80, that 20 pip range is also significant support. Don't sleep on the ability of this 200-day EMA to prop the market up from here, however, especially since it does correlate fairly well with that 38.2% fib from that same move higher. If we can hold that level, sort of put in a break back into the cloud, clear this 100-day EMA, which has been capping price lately, we could start a march higher from here. Dollar yen, again today, aggressive move higher. Obviously, all eyes are still on 100. To the upside, as long as 100 holds, upside is capped. Once 100 gives way, if it does indeed fall, we could see a significant move higher sooner rather than later. You can see the pair found support at a 38.2% fib here on this recent move higher from NFPs. We also still have a very solid bullish moving average configuration. We haven't come very near this 50-day EMA in a while, but if we do sell off early next week, watch this 96.26 area. I know it's about 300 pips lower, but the way the yen pair has been moving, it could get there in a real hurry. That's the 50% fib of the most recent move higher, that first challenge of 100, and it's also the 50-day EMA, which is, again, we haven't tested it in a while, but last time we did, beginning of April, you can see we sent the pair, we sent dollar yen shooting higher pretty quickly off of that. Lots then to keep an eye on for next week. Again, Euro Aussie. Keep your eye on this 618% fib. We're now testing the cloud top. Looking for an eventual short on this pair, but don't forget that we do have significant moving average resistance, all clustered right around 126. So if we do get into a short, that will certainly be an area where we'll look to take profits and move our stops, as the 50, 100, 200-day EMAs all sit right in that 126 area. All right, hopefully that. Oh, I've had a request for Aussie Swiss. I didn't forget. Aussie Swiss actually approaching a very nice resistance area here. Top bottom of the flat bottom of the daily cloud, and also the key moving averages 50, 100, and 200. Sitting in a barely bullish alignment, sit right at 97, but it looks like that 50-day EMA is threatening to start to make some crossovers below the 100 and 200. If that's the case, we could start to see Aussie Swiss roll over a little bit, which would actually suggest a bullish move for Euro Aussie. So we'll have to keep an eye on that as well. We do also have significant trendline resistance coming in right as that 200-day EMA comes in, which is at 96.95. So keep your eye on Aussie Swiss for shorts. But if we do manage to break that trend line, it starts to look a little bit more like a sort of bull flag type setup here. Nice descending channel break. So that's what I'm keeping an eye on going into next week. I hope that's helpful. Hope you guys have a terrific weekend, and I'll talk to you all soon.